Hello, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to your reading for next 6 months. This is going to be about money, career, success, and material stuff. I'm going to start by pulling some symbols first, and we're going to jump into your coffee cup. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you're with me today. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. It's a free way to be here. And hit the bell so you never miss a video. The black egg here is actually about throat chakra. These are spirit animals, but you got this something that is forming yet. So some of you might not be speaking your authentic voice, your truth, and this is coming here, to tell you it's time to start speaking your desires and being who you truly are. Okay, the world needs to see your true face. He's just in the sense of because the material stuff comes through the service that we put out there to humanity, and it seems like there are some words that you can, or maybe you can write down, you can speak out loud, can help you with that service. And I feel like the black egg is coming here to remind that. Vulture with the dark colors again, you can see the purple around it too. This purple color is also about a third eye, the third eye, and deep connection to the unseen. So the more you speak, the more you might have connection to the unseen energies. Vultures are the cleaners of the earth. Animals do not have negative intentions. So this animal comes in to tell you that there are certain things that needs to really go. People, attitudes, or the things that you're putting up with, they need to go right now. And it's a reminder that you need to figure it out and let it go right now. Bear, because you're having a massive sunshine, or the bear is your authentic power. This can be also someone truly powerful, as that you can take as an example, or you can become one as an authority. And that energy doesn't allow any weaknesses, any inauthentic behavior, anything that doesn't belong to you, any fake stuff, fake people. That's why the vulture comes in. And we have the fox. The fox is about shadow work and also like a quick thinking on your feet. Seems like here, in order to get rid of those vultures that are surrounding you, those dark energies, you need to really think quickly and act quickly, okay? Let's dive into your coffee cup now. I see a chunk of money coming forward for some of you within the first month here. And I see there's some good news coming afterwards. There's some clarity moment. There's maybe a contract you're discussing. We have a dog here. Dog can be someone discussing it for you. This can be about the money that you're about to get, that you are maybe talking some terms and conditions. It's not a clean paper, I need to tell you that. So there's another man right there. Maybe they want to take a portion of it. This can be a sales, maybe getting a new home, moving to somewhere new, and you need to pay someone who finds you the place. It can be that. But another thing, if this is like a dividing up a piece of money or something, there might be someone who is doing a main work here that you need to give their portion of the stuff. The second month, we have the tree of life growing inside of a massive volcano. The volcano, as we know, is filled with lava, which is destructive, which is like burns everything on its way. But I feel like this is like a volcano that just dried up. It doesn't have lava anymore, maybe deep down, deep in the bottom, on the bottom of it. But the thing is, this caused the destruction that it can already. So it doesn't really, it has all dried up. I think it's tough, it's called. I think the dried up lava. And now it's a very fertile soil. You might be afraid to go back into this mountain, this volcano, because it was a dangerous place, but I feel like there's something growing inside of it. And we have a skull right there, which is also death card, the Scorpio energy, and I feel like it is attached to the vulture energy here. Because of maybe a Scorpio, you might be afraid, because this Scorpio might be someone who actually stung other people in the past, and maybe you They're holding the gateways of it, but I feel like in your case, this person might be, I see letter Y, it can be in their first name or the last name. Katie maybe can be like a shorter version of a regular name. And seems like they're holding the gates, and they are going to help you cross it, maybe even help you get to the tree right here. But you need to leave old grievances behind, okay? I feel though, you can also maybe allow them to reach out to you, okay? But I don't feel like there's an emotional connection here. I don't think this is like a financial loss either. This can be also something that that you are feeling intimidated about, okay? I see a bag in here when you get there. This person, this can be a contract, this can be a short-term deal. First, you're gonna get some bag out of it, like a small portion of a money, and then the big portion is gonna start coming. It can turn into this massive tree that you're planting. But I feel like there's assessment is necessary, that the conditions, the terms might have changed, okay? I see when you get in there, maybe you're going to grab your own seed from the tree, because all the fruits that the trees are carrying basically are they carry the seeds of those trees, guys. And I feel like you're gonna plant right away. This is not a place that you have to stay forever in. It's just an environment that's gonna give you an idea. It can even be invited to a club, guys. Invited to like a tennis club or like a golf club, that the people, when you enter into space, maybe that you got annoyed initially by them, but the second time is going to give you maybe smart ideas, okay? Because you're planting your own tree right here and you're swinging on the tree right there. I see a man with a mustache here. Mustache can be your diligent work and also you taking care of the tree very well, like trimming the mustache, trimming the tree. The trimming doesn't mean that you are actually destroying it. It means that you're cutting the parts. Maybe they are not really working when you establish this thing, okay? This is the 3rd month timeline it's falling into, and the person that is swinging on the tree can be a representative of someone that will be helping you. A male figure with maybe a mustache is the keyword here. They might have a mustache and they might come forward to help you. We see letter A can be in their first name or the last name, like Aaron, Harry, it doesn't have to be their initials. 4th month, we have the massive here, a cup appearing. Kind of reminds me of the bowl that drops during the New Year's. The first time I actually heard about the bowl drop, guys, I thought they're just dropping this paper bowl, maybe filled with confetti, from the top of the building to the people. Guess what? That wasn't it. And it was really underwhelming when I saw that. Anyways, so this is something, a cup I see here, very emotionally fulfilling cup. And it's being lowered to you. And it kind of looks like the sunshine here too, with all these beams around it, like the beams of the sun actually entering into your space. So it can be some good news coming in a big massive way while you're building your tree. What happens to the trees when they have good sunshine? They grow taller, they reach to the sun. That's what the plants do, they reach to the sun. And it seems like here this is something that is maybe a bigger goal that you're gonna try to reach to, but you're not really jumping the bandwagon right away. You're riding a horse here, and your horse is stable. You can see the legs. So it's like the exact Knight of Pentacles behavior you're putting out there. So you're taking your time, slowly moving towards the sun rather than just running and risking everything. There is a massive crowd forming within the 4th and the 5th month. The crowd can symbolize if you're selling anything, maybe there are a lot of customers coming forward. If this is I see young children here, if any of you wanting a new education or opportunity, maybe you're finding yourself inside of the right crowd. It can be a new beginning. It can be also a lot of opportunities actually coming forth, okay? So I feel overall it's a very light and beautiful energy. It can be a lot of people gathering around you as well. Maybe it's a community to help. It can be something like that, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. I told you there's a massive chunk of money showing up within the first month, and the fourth month there's a small chunk of money showing up right there. This is falling right into your house. So when I said the money, it can come to you as like an opportunity and falling into your family home. Meaning maybe your desire is something that is really happening quickly, guys. The falling something coming into the family home can represent that. Maybe as a family you're receiving something, or a family member is receiving a blessing. This is actually going to fulfill a second desire as well. Like I feel like it's not only like them. There's the tears of joy just fell out of your cup saucer right here. So it is going to benefit maybe a whole, like a family member situation, okay? Not only you. Another thing here, I see letter L and the arrow is showing the other way. L can mean the name of a place that you're traveling, but the arrow, the plane is showing another way here. So if you're planning a trip, maybe within the fourth month, again, when the money comes in, like you need to really assess carefully here, okay? Because maybe the path is showing another thing, but your heart is showing another thing. It can be vice versa as well, that your heart is telling you to just go back and pick up something. Maybe you're missing something, you're actually forgetting something. And the L, maybe like a loot or load, whatever it is, might be showing you a different direction. You need to really assess carefully here, because I see the fish head is also looking to the arrow side. The left side represents the past. That's why maybe you need to go back to past and double check certain things. That can be also symbolizing that before you move to the future. L can be the name of a city that you're going to, or a new place, or something that requires consideration before you move hastily, which you don't, because Virgo, you're really organized. I feel like L can also represent something maybe you're forgetting, okay? Maybe the arrow is showing you it's not during the direction of the future. Maybe you need to look back to the past to remember that what you're forgetting, okay? Let's see what tarot has to say for you during this time. All right, guys, we have Eight of Crystals. This is Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords actually is a very intriguing card, because we see someone, she's wrapped with all these crystals here. You can see there are so many crystals surrounding you and might be trapping you, and you might feel a little trapped. She is wrapped by a lot of like strips of cloth, meaning she feels trapped. You feel trapped, but this is a feeling of entrapment. It's not your reality. You need to open your eyes and see that there are opportunities waiting for you. I feel like some of you might be tied down by a contract. That's why you're feeling that way. It's a synthesis here. You need to synthesize your limitations with your new desires and your dreams. And Eight of Swords is a card of awareness. You can remove those that are actually blocking your vision, and you can move forward to a good vision. But after that follows a Nine of Swords. So you might be a little afraid mentally first, physically then you're going to break free from it. But it can also bring an ending the world that you believe that was true, which can be a fearful world. Maybe you're thinking, if I go out there, I cannot go out there. If I go out there, I'm going to get hurt. But this is basically an illusion, okay? We have 10 of Pentacles here. When you get out of the illusion, you know what happens? This beautiful milkshake comes to you. And also all the coins, all the pleasure, all the apples here. 10 of Pentacles is about reward. It's about creating stability for yourself, okay? And you're worthy of it. You're deserving of it. Another thing with the 10 of Worlds is about like a family growth, okay? So maybe you have like family members that you can work together with, or chosen families, community. And it seems like together there's a massive growth opportunity presenting itself. But like I said here, this is the first thing that you need to recognize this is available to you. That's another thing. Maybe you are attached to a community that is not really supporting your growth, and there's a bigger and better option available to you. That a bigger and supportive environment that is available to you, that is fair, that is loving and supportive, okay? We have here the 10. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It says with the fortune, she's grabbing all the butterflies, and yeah. So transformation. is the keyword. Metamorphosis, changing your mind, is the keyword here. Wheel of Fortune represents the change, but it is really dependent on how you see things. Those things can change for the better. And it's coming after the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like here, when you start seeing the abundance and the resources available to you, that you can create a legacy with your efforts and can bring a lot of money to you, that is going to start changing your mind for the better. And you're going to start seeing there's a butterflies and metamorphosis, the hand of God here right there. This is like a golden hand. Nita's touch is touching you, and you might come up with a lot of creative ideas and actionable ideas. This is basically, though, the wheel is turning. It will require you start taking action. It will require start moving forward, okay? Seven of Crystals. This is Seven of Swords. It says dullness right there. You can see the picture is dull too. This is an awareness card. When you start taking action, it is going to bring us like an ending to a cycle, which I told you with the Eight of Crystals too. The Ten of Swords. I reached to the Ten of Swords through this card. This means that this is going to actually bring an ending to your life. But before the ending happens, your mind can really try to trick you and tell you that there's no way out of it. We have to stay inside of this bounds. We cannot go anywhere. We're stuck here. And or it can like try to trick you by causing you to make mistakes. I feel like before you take any action with the Wheel of Fortune here, doing anything and investing in everything you have into shady stuff, you need to really consider carefully. This is a time of like an upgrade for you. Some things are ending. A better life is coming forward. In order for you to catch those beautiful opportunities, you need to be really calm, cool, collected. Another thing with the Seven of Swords means that you need to be strategic. Okay? Yeah, you can get rich quick, but it's not about investing everything in one thing and getting rich quick in one day. You can get rich with Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if you read the book, by priming your mind first. When your mind is ready, it takes you to your body, to the places that you can see, find opportunities, you can execute on them, and then the thing starts to flow really easily. But first, you need to prepare your mind, okay? 7 here, this is for the next 6 months. 7 can be 7 weeks it will maybe take, okay? You prepare your mind, prime your mind first. We says here, taking steps. I don't know what else I can tell you. Taking steps is the taking steps. You need to start moving towards the desires, not against it or, on the opposite direction. And it starts mentally. Then it keeps moving forward and breaking free from the folds in your mind. And then just, ending the cycle and bringing the change in the fortune. Discovery is important too. He's discovering a diamond here. Do we have a diamond there? I think I saw a massive diamond here, but we have all the coins and the pleasurable stuff. Yeah, she's holding a massive diamond right there. So the gem is not that hidden, guys. It's right in front of you right here. He's holding the gem right here. He's looking at it. It's not a mystery gem that you don't know what it is. It is something that requires discovery and asking the right questions. Right questions are the ones that direct you towards your desire, not the other way. Why is this always happening to me? Why am I so unfortunate? Is the other way. The arrow showing the other way. How can I get actually those desires? How can I get what I want? How can it be possible for me? The lofty, okay? Exciting questions are the ones that is going to help you discover things, okay? It can also be trying different stuff. Discovery is about like going to a place that you never went to before to find those gems and the diamonds. And it says the present power. I mean, this is one of the most straightforward, instructive card pull that I am coming to you here, to your zodiac. Taking steps, discovering, asking the right questions, maybe going to the places that you've never been before. Staying in the present, okay? Keep your mind in the present and focusing on what's actually happening around you, because the you wouldn't let, if you're focused in the moment, you wouldn't let the opportunities to pass you by. And also we have here professional assistant. So if you don't know something, ask someone. That's the key word here. And that the professional assistance can be you maybe purchase it, or there's many out there, like you can read all the books and the papers that have been written about everything that you want to accomplish. Okay, if you want to write a book, there are books about how to write a book. If you want to publish something, there are information out there how to publish it. If you want to launch a business about candy canes, there are instructions out there. Okay, so it's about, if you cannot purchase it, you can find it freely on the libraries, online, everywhere. There's assistance of the professional assist. And there's also some like pro bono services. Maybe you can, when you look for it, discover it, you will find it. Okay, this is your final message. We have 4C, foresight, meaning I feel like here this is very clear that you have the foresight and you need to utilize it, and you can clearly basically plan it out and see where the stairs are going to get you. You need to really tap into that. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.